Hey guys, so I'm going to do a video and I guess I'll do a little collective. I wasn't feeling very good today. I had to come home, but I feel a little bit better. I had some sleep and kind of get some rest. I guess, seeing the case of John Thomas, I guess it happened in March. It's my featured video now. You could say the Jesus Spirit said, put her up there. I know I had Jesus's image up there, and he's like, no, because, kids, kids in America and other countries, put her story up there. Let people see that as the featured video. I even changed the Wonder Woman to the Generation X. Okay, that was I didn't even know of her case. See, I know Spirit is tricky, and I hadn't seen it yet. She just popped up when I was looking for something else. I don't even remember what I was looking for now. And when I saw her case and I saw the the breakdown of the mind, I knew it was TikTok. I've been talking on it for months. I have videos. I don't have like 20 of them, but I know I need to talk about it more. But one of the things, as all things happen, I kept changing my order because I've been on a budget. Floyd, I know. I do have a Floyd album. I've got one. But it just arrived today. So let's open my Amazon together, because I finally got it. No, I can't afford the big unboxing, Floyd, but maybe later. I asked my teacher to get it for me for Christmas. But yes, I did get Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, it arrived today, the same day I uploaded the video, for John Thomas, that she died, and I do believe it's because of the TikTok app. And it's got the Brain Damage song. It's got Speak to Me, Breathe, On the Run, Time, The Great Gig in the Sky, Money, Us and Them, Any Color You Like, Brain Damage, and then Eclipse. So I finally got it. I know I've been meaning to do it. I was getting a lot of other things too, but I also got Sia, who has the song Unstoppable, the Wonder Woman, the one that kind of pointed, and Spirit's kind of like, me, Wonder Woman, you need that. Isis really did come into the home. She's, even last night, there's a mother who's, her 13-year-old is missing, but I felt her alive. She is, she's kind of got word, and she's going to get her, and I asked, I see, the thing with Isis is she's a different type of deity to work with. She gives the nod. One, to be in the home gave me the nod, but it was at first for the kid, then it was for me. My daughter has her own Isis now. She's very, she teaches, that's the deity of all deities, Isis, she's, but she, I never ask her. I guess the best way to explain, I never ask her for anything. You've got to be very careful, but I did ask her to protect the 13-year-old. I said, I never ask you, but if we could keep this one safe, and she's okay, and just keep her surrounded, because she's running around, sometimes they get away. People, we got to watch our kids, and the mother is responsible, but 13, and she looks older, and yeah, I know. I remember, I was a pretty responsible kid, but I remember having friends, and you think you're invincible at 13, and they they get sneaky. So I asked Isis, and I know she could protect anyone. Kathy's baby is still with us in the womb. I know she's the one that can get it done. I have 100% faith. She's the one. And that's why I like Wonder Woman as my, I grew up, that was the childhood hero. I know it's not Linda Carter, but Wonder Woman 84, that Generation X, so I love Gal Gadot. She's wonderful. She's a good Wonder Woman, because it's hard to follow Linda Carter's footsteps. She was, oh God, the eyes, the little tiny waist, she was awesome. She still is. Linda Carter still looks good. Oh God, if I could look that good at her, oh, she's still Wonder Woman. I think her birthday is coming up or something. Wow, she's Wonder Woman. Yeah, because she's a Leo. Actually, Wonder Woman Linda Carter is a Leo. That's right. But anyway, so it did arrive, and I got the Jesus Spirit given the nod. Make that the featured video, because that's what Spirit really cares about, is the minds of children and young people. It's like, nope, that's okay. You can take me down for this one. I've had different featured. I had Christian up for a while. I had some different things, and it's like that one let's leave that up for a while, because that's the mother of all mothers. Like I said, that's my concern, is the minds, and Floyd, and even the image of me, drawing, Pink Floyd coming out my brain, a child's spirit. Well, it's kind of like this, with the rainbow. My rainbow, I believe, was reversed, though, but yes, to have a nice clear mind, a good, I'm listening to Floyd mind. Yeah, I guess I was in 2009 when I drew the image of a little girl. Like, yes, that's it. I want clear minds for good kids. It's necessary. I guess for those who may not know, let me pull it up. I don't have my iPad here, so it'll be kind of small, but let's go to my Facebook so you know what I'm talking about, in case you're new or you've never seen. But in 2009, when I had to go into the hospital, I fought to get my mind back. And I don't feel it was the internet that was the reason. I had a very bad fever, once, but yes, this was the image I drew. Let me get it up close. And I drew a girl. She looks like she's got a good mind. Is it Alice? Is it me as my inner child? And she's got the prism, and she's got the light. That looks like, oh, she's centered like that guy, Buddha. Okay, that's the way we want kids' minds. We want them to be creative, to do art like that. She's got nice long hair, but she's got the prism, and she's got the light, and and the light is coming from her mind, and then it's running through a prism, and it breaks up, it fractures into color. The pyramid, the power of the rainbow. I drew that in 2009 when I was in a hospital. Like, I got to get my mind back because of some things that happened. It happens. I understand mental health a lot. But, I was seeing in 2009 when I started having visions, people going down like the mother. That's the thing. I got hit with it. Various fuckery involving, yes, the fucking wonderland, the internet. I saw people going down, many going down. And it was, oh shit, what's going on? I got hit with visions. And there was other things, and yeah, the teach was there, and it was a big thing. Sometimes spirit came in hard there, and I started seeing the future. A possible future. Well, it's been the future for some, but on a mass scale, I saw a future of minds, people going down. Yes, the mother, it was all, because of, the phone, the app. Okay, and so when I was in the hospital, I know it kind of seems, I had art, I had my art stuff, I had, my sister bring my art stuff, and I did a lot of art. I would sit in my room, I would socialize with patients too, but I did a lot of art. And that's all that art is uploaded. Most of it was done in the hospital. There might be a couple things not, but I drew Pink Floyd. I wasn't even thinking of Pink Floyd when I drew that prism. That's the funny thing. I wasn't. I was just drawing randomly. Art is powerful. I'm a psychic. And then 50. Here's the 50-year anniversary, and yeah. And I'm trying. Oh God, wake up! Oh God, get off this thing. You're kids. And it's a little girl. She's got a good, clear mind. She's trying to be a Buddha. Yeah. That's what we want, is good minds. Kids with good minds, healthy minds. We certainly, no parent wants a bunch of kids mind warped. But then we got to ask, who wants kids' minds warped? Okay, darkness. Darkness does. Okay. And so, the art has been a guide. Tarot, yes. Spirit, really, though, ultimately has been a guide. And I guess as they both arrive, Sia does have the Unstoppable song. It's, she's got other things here. She's House on Fire, yeah, She's got some interesting stuff here. But this talks about it. And then, of course, Brick in the Wall, The Wall. I will get that one as well. But yeah, I'm doing my CD collection. I'm going back to the 70s and 80s. I want CDs. That's why the He does MP3s. He's got his music, and I plugged it in my group. And I'm like, I like CDs. They're not attached to the internet. I can stick it in a CD player. I can put it in my car and listen. I like older things. I'm almost tempted to get a landline and get one of those clear phones. Yeah, I'm going back that hard. But I feel like, yes, we've got to, I know I'm online talking to you guys, but that's because others are plugged in. And, I want you guys, listen to Floyd, please. I drew it coming out of my brain in 2009, and here I am. And yes, my featured video is a young mother who's gone because, I believe because of an app. I know it is. It's more than belief at this point. I know what it does. I have a student I got off. I've talked about it. My mod is going to get off it. I said, yeah, she knows she knows me. She knows I'm respectable. So when I say get off, you're a Reiki healer. I don't want to lose a Reiki healer to the darkness. Oh, no. Let it have it more per mind. She's a healer. Oh, yeah. See, the darkness comes for the light ones. The dark ones are already claimed. It doesn't need them. It's the light ones, but yes, they arrived today, and I had just changed my featured video, got it out of the mailbox, and here I am, and here it's 2023, and there's a lot going on in the world, but this is my, oh God, focus on this. I want to scream. Focus on that there is a TikTok app that is wrecking kids' minds and young people's minds. It's not limited. Here comes the Floyd. They're speaking. I know they're speaking through their website. It's not in my head. Brain Damage was released 10 days ago, and here, yes, I've been talking about it for a while. The Power of Love. Let's pull that because that's Wonder Woman's power. Action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. We got to take action on it. If you are on it, you must get off. If you have children, I know they will fight you to get, and you may need to get them mental help. Yes, it's an addiction. Okay, it's like my son is addicted to fast food, and I chewed his ass out. McDonald's and tacos and all. It's enough. And even, I will have to do a thing on fast food. Okay, and what it does to the body and the soul and the spirit. Virtue, you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. I'm trying to be virtuous. Wonder Woman is virtuous. She wants good things to happen. I want kids off the app, but you can't just remove it. It's a delicate process because, you take away, just like when, Wonder Woman was my absolute favorite show. She was the poster above my bed. When the TV broke, I threw a tantrum. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was rolling. That's Wonder Woman's face. I want her face. I want Wonder Woman. I lost my mind because she's that powerful in my psyche. She's supposed to be on, I think it was like on Mondays or something. And Dad, I wouldn't stop screaming. He can't stop me. What is he going to do? Beat me? He's not going to beat me. It's Wonder Woman, that would be the psych of all things to whip me for crying over Wonder Woman. So he went out and got a little black and white TV to stop me from crying. I guess he understood, that's the American hero, and she's a woman, and she's beautiful, and I calmed down. I stopped crying. She was black and white, but I dealt with it. I love the color, the red, white, blue, but I stopped. I stopped crying. So I can understand a child, maybe 10 or 12, and it's their face, though, and it's their creativity, and they may think they have friends, but they're not really friends, and that is taken away. Well, if I scream like that over Wonder Woman, and I was little, I might have been like 6 or something, how are they going to scream over TikTok? Yeah, okay. Oh, shit, you're taking me off. They don't understand the darkness. They think it's fun. They think it's their friends. They may have a lot of friends. They may have 20,000 or 1,000,000. And, oh, you're taking it away. That's why they have to have mental help, okay? Because they're addicted, and there's an undoing process. I'm committed, we all need to be committed to the mental health of children, and that they can have, like that image, good, healthy, like a nice Pink Floyd clear mind, not a nice prism, nice light. Here we go, power of the rainbow, not damaged minds. They're speaking, okay, oh, while you were sleeping and all this crazy, your kids, okay? They've been talking about this for a long time. Release, okay? We have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Yes, there's unwanted energies going on with this. We have to release, we've got to, there's certain things that people are addicted to, they need to release, let go of. There are certain things that people care about that they got to stop caring about and shift attention. Can I shift the assemblage point? Oh, it's fixed here. Okay, let me rip it here. Oh, look at your kids. They're getting brain damage. I know it seems simple. Oh, their grades are going down. Oh, you're taking them to the hospital. Oh, you're putting them on pills. Oh, they're still on the fucking app. Yeah. Let's wake up, America and parents, and do something about it. But it has to be done carefully. I can't depend on the government or even orgs that I've emailed. But then sometimes I step back. Okay, the sorcery is massive. They think it's just an app. The internet is what it is. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. And freedom. Yes. Free minds. Everybody, but losing freedom. This is one way. Start here and then surrender. And then your body loses freedom. Releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Yes. If you can put the mind in a prison, then eventually the body will follow, and then everybody, yeah. And Siddhartha's like, no, free your mind. Okay, but if we can free our minds and everything, then we're powerful. Then we are, like the Sia song, unstoppable. We've got to free the mind. Okay, and the thing is, if people have free minds and they're strong and powerful and expressive in things, yes, we can do good things in the world. Okay, it's just the darkness doesn't want that. The darkness wants, and we got to take action. The darkness wants everybody to, lose their mind, so they can be manipulated. This is one way. Okay, so it's got to stop. So guys, as I say that, I'm just going to keep a short video. I just want to show you, it arrived today. Just all the timing. Yep, see it. Yeah, Wonder Woman is committed to little kids freeing their minds. It's necessary. It's required. Let's get it done. What does the dark side of the moon represent? I know they have their own thing, but one thing is we only see one side of the moon at all times. Okay, and we want to see the miracle. At least for me, Pink Floyd, I'm sure has a different interpretation, but I want to see the miracle, the phases of the moon. That's the moon loves me back. Okay, yes, but people, seeking the love. In various ways that sometimes can be the hook. Children will do that. We gotta, the love is inside, and we need healthy, things. Narcissism. I know a lot of, empaths talk about the narc. Everybody is going to face their reflection and need to break the mirror. You can be an empath. Yes. It's part of it. That's part of ego. That's part of ego. Face it. I close my eyes. Okay. And I'm looking outward for the love, and I'm, it's all about, that's why, he figured it out. Okay. He figured out, it's all inside. He had to fight, Mara, and he had to go into deep meditation. He was determined. I'm going to sit down. I'm not getting up till I'm enlightened. And Mara started their thing. Who is Mara? It's kind of that shadow, that ego thing. And it started throwing all that stuff to try to distract him. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Distractions. There's a lot that distracts people from having that nirvana moment. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's one of them. Yeah. So, and he's kind of sitting here going, there's no phone in my hand. And I'm not saying, use the internet to educate others, but then, boop, you gotta do your thing. But he's like, no, there's no phone in my hand. The love is inside. It's really nice and quiet in here, and it's really peaceful. And there's a lot of love, and there's a whole world in Buddha's, he's got a pretty great world when he closes his eyes. And so does everyone else if they dare to look. Okay, yeah, even Jesus is walking around in there. And, you could say my house, as I have it very colorful, I've kind of turned myself inside out so you guys can kind of experience what my inner world is like. Oh, there's a Lakshmi, there's a Ganesh, there's the power of the rainbow, and Siddhartha is sitting there under a Bodhi tree somewhere, and I'm like, hey, let's just let him chill. He's happy there. Okay, Jesus walking around, and he, and everything. There's a whole world. That's why the way you decorate your home is a very second house thing. The inner and outer can be very reflective. The Venus, the Taurus. When you decorate a home, it says a lot about you. And I'm not talking about money possession type things, but just kind of the way you jazz it up. So I've turned this into freaking, Houdini's house, Neverland Ranch. I've turned it into a magical house, you could say, because I'm kind of almost making it an astral. But even then, it's still no comparison to when I close my eyes and here comes a whole world. Okay, it really exists. And a lot of people don't believe, oh, that's the magic. Oh, it's a real world. And little kids know it, and that's why we don't want to mess with their imaginations. And there is a whole world that can set them free, and that's where the creativity, they can do art, they could write, even songs, music too. There a lot of musicians started as kids. They maybe write a few things here or there and everything. And yes, they can calm their mind and relax and then sit there and read books. We want them to finish books from start to finish. Sometimes I even look at my YouTube. Sometimes, now I know it could be the content, but sometimes the attention span of videos, I do notice, especially like this one was an important topic. You should start to finish this one. I could see if you're bored with the Trump thing. Yeah, I get it. But this one, and sometimes the attention span for some is shorter. And it's like, wow, so if it's short on a video that's maybe 30 minutes, well, how are people going to sit and read a book that takes hours, and days to complete? They're not doing it. If they can't do it with a video that's really informative about kids' minds, and they got kids and they should watch it, they're not reading books. Okay, so there's that, which is the dumbing down of, minds. And so we do need to return to that. Like, yes, reading books. I have a collection. There's still books on my shelf I need to read. I do that. I'm like that. I'll buy books and I will get to it. Give me a minute, And so, but worst comes to worst, like, my kid will read them, but, get good books and stuff. So just wanted to show you that. Arrived and do a little bit of a collective. But yes, we all need to start paying attention, especially kids' minds, but what they do on the internet, powerful. Okay, that's massive. And the dangers of the TikTok app, it's right at my featured video now. Jesus said, oh, you could take me down. That's really important. Jesus is always very important, yes, but that saving that is very important. Young people, kids' minds, yes, your mind, if you're watching. I want your mind saved. I do not want it in a prison. I want you to have nice, clear, mind, not fucked up. Okay? So, best fucking cat mom ever. I'm doing my best. That's all I am in the end, but I'm aware. I'm aware of the East. I got Siddhartha here. He wanted to teach a few things, when I decorated the room. The tapestry fit perfect, and he's like, yeah, let me do it. And even Jesus knows that's the guy when it comes to this, Jesus, I mean, he's good for, salvation and certain things, but Buddha especially, free your mind. Okay. Have a good one, folks.